on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Tampa. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
With a start here to the ball game, you get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
22 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Run.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37.
Green 19, go.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
4 yards.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 50 yards. And the Jets are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Folk. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. Folk out there now to kick this one off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Run.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll run on 1st down. It's Tucker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
At the 19-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert! Kings! Stop!
Mayfield now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
20!
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Watch out!
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, good sec. Real. Up. Alert. Done.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the
So all
Buccaneers.
even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Jets.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. There he goes, left side. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Well, you might say a lifeline there on the final play of the half. A chance for a late 3 to open the lead even further, but instead everything changes on the blocked field goal return.
I was interested in watching them go in at the half to see what their body language was going to be. But we know what it is now. They've run off the field feeling really good about a chance in the second half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7. Our scores, we get back at it on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
319, can I see that?
They'll run with Allen. And he'll fight forward on a straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 58, is that? Is that right?
Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 21 yards. Complete to Devin Polk. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! White.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Real. Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's up?
He'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And the Jets first down.
Here we go, son. 19 winning, here we go. Right.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson.
Fields pass. Complete to Garrett Wilson. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Don't jump. Ready? Green 19, just jump. Angel.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Go.
They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff up the middle. Tucker able to slither by. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Real.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Mayfield to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
180! Stop!
Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st down. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Fields. That's caught by Wilson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 319, can I see that?
Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
And it doesn't look like they want to get down the field in 10-yard increments. They wanted the big shot there. That could have set him up just outside of field goal range if he comes down with it. But it winds up incomplete.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
Here we go, son.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Here's Fields.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. 319, right to that. Chip square. Right.
All eyes on Fields.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
319, right to that. No loss, no loss.
To throw is Fields. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Got it.
Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Mayfield on play action. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
28-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Fields going to run. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Herbert. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Jets are going to win the football game. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt.